Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Lizzie, Gary, BB, and Trish Gay promo show, hashtag LGBTK. I'm your host, Jezebel Montero, the writer, director, producer, and actor of the podcast comedy series by the same name, Lizzie, Gary, BB, and Trish Gay. This is our last week of promo shows. I know you're going to kill us. You hate it. You want more and more and more. You want every week. You want us to torture you every week. But no, this is our 8th episode. I don't know if you've been watching, which I'm hoping you have been. All summer, we have brought you one of the brilliant artists from our podcast series. So please subscribe. We can't do it without you. To bring you more episodes of the actual series, our radio play, you need to subscribe at the Fuck at the Films channel at YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. So listen to that first episode, okay? There's nothing else like it. No other comedy has the 4 lead characters representing a different aspect of the LGBT community, okay? I defy you to not only find a situation comedy podcast, but also one that is multi-ethnic. Look at my hair. LGBT. I'm a B. Female-centric. Look at me. And Latino twisted boom. I'm Latina, bitches. Doesn't exist, except for now. So if you want more content like this, you have to support it. Okay, now for the exciting part. I don't know if you've noticed right behind me is the star of all these posters. Can you pick her out? Wait, I have to go like this. She's in this poster, she's in this poster, she's in that poster. She's all over the place. She is one of the actors in our podcast comedy. She is my partner in crime, my partner in non-crimes, one of the co-owners of Fuck at the Films. She's an amazing actress, a wonderful person. Let me introduce you to her. She is part of our last show, Margot Singolisi. Come! Hi. What's going on? How you
Life
doing?
is grand. It's
I
so
just saw
good.
you like half a second ago.
But it feels like 10 years. It's wonderful to be with her.
How was lunch? Did I cook well?
You're amazing. One of her many talents.
I cook. She washes dishes.
Yeah.
She's the maid. I'm the cook.
There you go. Bada boom. Yeah.
So tell us about yourself.
Okay. I was a teacher for many years, but I always wanted to be an actress. So I started acting very, very young.
Okay.
I would act by day, and then I'd go over to the city and I would perform at night.
Okay.
Sometimes working a whole year at a time. It was unbelievable. And then one day, after many, many, many crazy escapades, I walked into
Scooch in
this
a little
theater.
closer.
Oh, always. I walked into this
There you go.
theater, and I saw this stunning blonde, and I went, oh my God, what the hell am I doing here? I'm at least 15 years older than these people. What am I doing here? And in fact, I am. And it was just...
Don't give away our age.
Well,
I'm 20 and she's 35.
it is.
That's what she
It's
means
been
by
a long
15
35 years. I've lived hard. But there was Jess, and boom, she made a movie about it. What can I say?
Yeah, it's called Casanova's a Woman.
Yeah.
It's this one right here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
It was my first feature.
It was.
Film.
Yeah.
My first short narrative was The Basement, which is right here. All these films are on the Fuck at the Films website. You can watch Casanova's Woman on YouTube, iTunes, Tubi TV. There's lots of ways of finding it. Make sure you put the 2 S's. Right? Because you won't find it. Girl's name.
Yeah.
And she was in Lies in Oblivion Sessions vocal unit.
what
Sorry, it's
fun.
not mirror image. It's over here.
Here it is.
She was in that one. Look at her right there. Tell me about,
Okay.
first of all, tell me about what you've been doing.
It's been it's pandemic. I had a wonderful person to spend it. We laughed a lot. We really, really had
laugh all
fun.
the
We
time.
really did. We laughed a lot. But luckily, I was hired to do a lot of stage readings, which was really, really fun with Ryan Theater. It was great. We had a great time with that.
And we both do standardized patient
Oh
work.
my God, it's so... Thanks, Seinfeld,
Yeah.
but then don't.
Remember
Okay.
Kramer? Remember Kramer, everybody, when he was like with the spotlight on him and he's got a burning sensation in the nether regions, right? When he was pretending that he had gonorrhea. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
That's what we do.
We do
But
it for
we
extra
do it
cash.
because we're training these young doctors. We train them in empathy.
In empathy.
How
Can
to,
you
and
believe-
we are the trainers of empathy, I might add.
So let's talk about LGBTQ, how it started off as
goodness.
a TV series.
It's my favorite. whatever she says she's going to do, she does, and she does it in like 7.7 seconds. I mean, it's exhilarating, but at the same time, like, I'm exhausted. She goes through her schedule, and she'll say, I'm going to do this, and then I have to produce that, and then I'm writing this and that. And I go, Jez, it's 7:30 in the morning. Like,
and I got all that stuff done at 7:35.
It's really true. So it's exhilarating, but it's a bit exhaustive. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you love it.
No,
What are
I
you
love it.
talking
And I
about?
love LGBT. Yeah. How funny is that?
But it's really, I don't want people to just focus on the LGBT. It's Lizzie, Gary, BB, and Trish.
Yeah. Right.
She plays a very important
Big
character.
stretch. Big stretch.
It's a New York City waitress in the city.
I admire all waitstaff people. They work hard.
Yes. I was a bartender and a server for the longest time.
True.
She plays a character I named after her mother, Jeannie.
Yeah.
Her mother
Tribute
passed
to
away.
my mom, who was a riot. And she gave me 3 lines. Thank you very much.
But she had to lead.
Demand more.
She had to lead in every other role.
Yes.
Not the role. You had to lead in every other film.
I did. It's true. It pays.
She demands.
Marry a
She's a
writer.
demanding actress. She's a diva.
A witch.
Demanding.
A witch. 6 lines, or I'm out of here. Right?
That's the minimum. 6 lines.
But anyway, with LGBTK, I thought it was so riotously funny.
The first time she read the script,
was
for TV,
screaming.
I had to
man.
adapt it to a podcast, to audio form. There's
Yeah.
a lot of visuals. There's a lot of physical comedy.
You know why she did that, right? Because there was a pandemic. So Jez, who had a television series, A Pandemic, does it stop her? No. She converted it into a podcast, which was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Well, thank you, but I got so antsy. I said I have to do something.
Because she was off for a week.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I was off for 2 days, and I couldn't take it. It was like a weekend every day.
Done.
So I didn't like it at all, and so I adapted the TV series to a podcast.
Oh yeah,
and we came up with this pilot, and it was quite challenging because there's no visual, right? But it's still a radio play. It's still theatrical. We've got a great sound design,
Oh my
great
God,
soundtrack.
the guy is brilliant.
How many actors? Like 9 actors.
And the actors were so amazing.
You
So
know-
what inspired you to write LGBTK? Let's interview the interviewer.
Well, what happened was, and then we'll get back to you because I want to talk about your resume.
Ah,
She's been on The Sopranos. She's been on Law and Order, Special Victims Unit. She's been in a lot of indie flicks. Particles of Truth.
I really like the more recent plays. 5090s, 59 Burning, and Mikey's Trip to the Moon.
For people who aren't from New York, 5090s 59 is one of the most prestigious,
Gorgeous theater.
theaters.
Yeah, we
theaters.
got a nice New York Times review, everything.
New York Times
Yeah, it's
Review.
great.
So it's one of the most prestigious theaters. We have to inform the audience in the New York area. It's off Broadway. You also worked with Lula Russo. So you worked with Danny Aiello.
Lula Russo gave me a lot of
opportunities. She got to work with incredible players.
Really.
And she's, as a result, an amazing actress. You've won awards. You've been nominated.
It's all been good. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. And then
it continues to be.
It's just wonderful because being with this firecracker, this whirlwind hurricane Jezebel, she churns out all this. She lives to be creative. I once heard Jane Fonda, and I'm really aging myself, but I once heard Jane Fonda
Everybody
say,
knows Jane Fonda. You're not aging yourself.
She's wonderful. And
She said it last week.
But anyway, Jane Fonda had said, if you really want to be an artist, you have to eat, sleep and breathe it. And that's Jez. I mean, I'm an artist, definitely, but she's exhaustive. She never stops, but it's just wonderful.
And that sounds like a
and
negative.
She's always,
Doesn't it sound
no,
like a
it
negative?
isn't negative.
She's exhausted.
She's
Jesus.
exhilarating and resilient, and she has great tenacity.
You asked me before what made me think
why
of it.
LGBTK?
The reason for that was because when we did Casanova as a Woman, people actually wanted to see a sequel. They were asking during the Q&A of all the award shows. Yeah. We got a lot of awards. They kept asking, why don't you do a sequel? And I'm like, I don't really like sequels of movies. Personally, I don't like writing them. I mean, unless they pay me like $5 million to write a sequel.
Why not?
So then I might write a sequel. So
people were actually wanting it to be
episodic or sequel to the movie. Yeah. Or they were like, why don't you make it into a sitcom? Mm-hmm. But I decided, because I wanted to be more inclusive. That's part of the reason.
Yeah.
And I wanted to really show a huge slice, not just one slice, not
Very
just
good.
bisexuals or lesbians. I wanted to show a huge slice of the, LGBT community.
But you know what I love about it, really, besides the laugh, and the laughs are there. I love the message. I love the inclusiveness. They're very endearing characters. They really are. They're really lovable.
They really are.
And it's so contemporary because, well, it kind of spreads that not just of tolerance, more of celebration, of mainstream living. These people are in our mainstream life now.
Thank
with
you.
humor.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing also. And so they're brand new characters, but it really came out of Casanova was a woman and people telling me that they want to see something like it. So it's comedy, it's broad, but it is infused with lots of important messages, lots of important messages about culture, about sexuality, about gender. It's about age.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ageism in this industry. But that's the great thing of being the writer. You get to write what you want, and when you produce, you get to make your own material and make your own choices and create your own voice.
Yes.
Right?
Which she's got a very, very distinctive voice.
No, you.
No, I think you're better.
No, you.
You are.
You are.
You are.
Don't you
But
get out of
anyway,
frame.
oh, God forbid.
I have to direct at the same time. So I just wanted to say that at Fuck the Films, we're doing a lot of fun, interesting things, very inclusive, full of diversity, full of important messaging from all kinds of artists. I don't always write everything. Death of a Fool was written and directed by Ismael Gomez. He's a Miami
terrific.
artist. And then Re-Evolution, The Cuban Dream by Cray Novik. It's going to air
isn't
on
it?
PBS.
Yes, PBS.
Nationally, 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Latin Heritage Month. It starts this month into October.
Fantastic.
And so please check your PBS local listings. Really important about artists in Cuba and the ever-changing climate, political and artistic in Cuba due to their restrictions.
Here's the deal. The thing about Fuacata Films, Jezebel Montero, the whole idea, is it's from, I always like to say this, from the ridiculous to the sublime. It's from out-and-out comedy to really pertinent, important messaging. Absolutely.
Yes.
And I think there's something for everyone. And in these very derisive times, I think it kind of will bring more peace and love into the world. I sound like a hippie freak, but
that's
seriously,
awesome.
that's what we need.
We need it.
We need to heal.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Oh, yeah. I
It
agree.
really brings people together.
Yeah.
So we use comedy. We both do. We both use comedy.
Yeah.
She doesn't tell you she's an incredible writer, but she likes long form creative writing, literature kind of thing. You're an amazing writer. One day we'll share with everybody what you've been working on.
Okay.
But that's the thing. I like to use comedy to sort of heal and temper the waters a little bit while still educating and enlightening.
It's just
that's
a
what's
wonderful
important
way to
me.
approach it. And also, we are definitely putting in the message that curly hair rocks no matter what year.
Totally.
All right?
Totally
All right.
rocks.
Let's talk.
You want to do the outro? We got to leave.
Okay, so listen. I just want to say it is a pleasure. I don't mind the 3 lines. It's the biggest gift of my life is Jezebel Montero. Please follow LGBT Gay. Please go subscribe, follow Fuacata Films, and just spread the love. Good to
Thank
see
you,
ya.
Margot Singalisi. I'm Jezebel Montero, the writer, producer, director, and actor in Lizzie, Gary, Bibi, and Trish. ¿Qué? Adios.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.